Yeah, here we go. 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 Yes. Back at it again. PMT MLO Foundation in the building with another PMT MLO Foundation team exclusive. Right? Coming to you live and direct. Coming to you live from the Baltic Moors territory. Right? Podcasting on the Zoom, YouTube 19.1. Wait a minute. I know y'all saying, what's up? What's up, Ali? You're doing things a little differently today. Yes, it's a very strong day, as every day we end and begin each day strong. Well, this Tuesday is one of the stronger days because tomorrow, when today comes, is when tomorrow comes, it's called today. Well, when tomorrow comes, Wednesday, the hump day, mm, it's going to be a launch for the the 9 platform, right? Updates for the Freebay platform, huh? It's going to be updates for the G99 platform. May not be updates on tomorrow for the platform, I'm not sure, but it's just in these next 7 days, starting from tomorrow, Wednesday, man, it's going to be a lot of updates. However, right now, today, Tuesday, the PMT MLO Foundation is giving our updates, right? In preparation for our launch, February the 19th. Y'all mark that on your calendar. Keep that day in the forefront of your mind. February 19th is going to be our launch day, right? So anyway, it's been a moment. It's been a it's been a minute. We supposed to have jumped on here and really giving you all the official estate trust update a couple of days ago. Everything happens for reasons, and we find out those reasons sooner or later. And I'm so thankful that I'm finding out the reason on why is because it's better to launch when the whole project it's in full motion. That's a part of a bigger plan. What am I saying? What do I mean? It's an ecosystem that exclusive companies and or platforms will be participating in the global economy, right? But anyway, I don't want to veer too far off of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing tonight. So happy Tuesday to you all. A strong happy Tuesday to you all, right? It's your man Ali coming to you live from the Baltic Moors territory, right? Podcasting live on Zoom, YouTube 19.1. Okay? And I know you all see what I'm sharing right now. If not, let me make sure that you all see that I'm sharing this. Let me double check that I'm sharing the screen now, right? All right, yeah. So you all should be sharing what I'm should be seeing what I'm sharing. Well, for all those who don't know, yes, this is a Nubian owned and operated foundation, right? As an original Nubian man, right? Shoshone Choctaw, Amare Amor, Incon, right? American national. We are all about group economics. We are all about uplifting people, uplifting ourselves, right? And uplifting humanity. It's all about operating on ourselves to become better, better than we thought possible that we could ever be. That's what day and time that we are in, right? So I am so happy and humble, and it's such an honor to be sharing with you all what I'm holding as value, with the hopes and intentions that someone will hear the value that's being shared also and decide to say, yes, this is also valuable to myself or to me. And I'm going to decide to take part, participate, and implement in my everyday life wealth building, right? Getting financial literacy, right? Getting health and well being literacy. That's what our foundation is all about, right? Being for, of, and by one another to make sure that we are all financially free, right? For those who like to be sovereign in their own right, right? And knowing their self worth as being the most important asset there is, right? So it's all about putting the time and energy into ourselves. It's all about participating in platforms, in groups, right? Business ideas, partnering, leveraging yourself, positioning yourself in platforms, businesses, operations, ideas that give back to people. The people are the reason why anything, any operation, any idea is successful, right? And so that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about today. Beautiful golden people, without no further ado, forward thinking people, without no further ado, let's go into it. This is the P.e.a.c.e, a Smartest Investors Foundation. Our podcast is coming to you by way of the PMT Foundation team, right? We're all about peace, prosperity, good fortune, and the peace of mind and abundance. We're all about mentoring and leveraging and operating on ourselves. Mentoring and leveraging and operating on ourselves. We are the Peacemakers team, right? And I'm going to go into this estate trust update, as you all see, a little differently. We're going to start on the About page, what we are all about, right? And so that you all can get a better, clear understanding on what we are all about, right? Hopefully you all like the backdrop, ancient northwest of Mexican Empire, right? The extreme far west Morocco Empire, right? This is North America. This is also Northwest Africa. This is the central hub, right? Anyway, that's what that black backdrop is about. But that's not what I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on this picture of extreme excellence, marble. This this is what we are supposed to be looking at ourselves as, right? Follow this line of reasoning, golden people, forward thinking people. So if, as they say, the sky is the limit, then in actuality, speaking from an inner point of view, the fact is we don't really have a limit at all. No limit. When the sky's the limit, in what way is it possible if there's no top on the sky? There's no limit, right? The only limitations that we have is what we impose upon ourselves, or even worse, what we are stifling or impose upon our posterity, upon our babies, upon the children. For there are no bounds, only endless possibilities, outcomes for each of our, as they say, so-called realities. The reality that you feel that you like to experience and have is the one that you think, put forth the energy, think, and put it out there into the world. Start not just saying that's what you want, being about what you want. First say that's what you want, thinking on what you want, and act on that. Sharing that idea with others, and for those who feel that same way will participate, right? As we go on. This is just a short video clip that in hopes that it will speak enough volumes that should resonate all the way clear through from your body, the flesh, to the spirit, right into your soul, to the oversoul, up into the etheric ethers, from where our ancestors, from those that come before us, are calling out unto us to say we supposed to have more. We supposed to be about more. That is what the PMTMLO, our Smartest Investors Foundation, is well endowed, or what we are all no doubt about, right? So take a moment and listen and watch, open-minded, and just think on what's being said.
Found the space we need to grow.
My apologies if the sound wasn't coming
Till we
clear.
go.
Now here we go. The word speaks volumes. I mean, the picture speaks volumes.
There will always come a time.
Our own
You probably thought I lost my mind.
inheritance, leaving a legacy.
When the light obscures the view, dreamer searches for a clue.
Sometimes you have to
Looks
realize
to
what you
find
elusive,
something that's
what you
true.
actually can embrace and receive.
What to do.
Then you have to think about what it is that you left behind, or what's right in front of you all the time.
There's miles and miles to go tonight.
Reality check.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on tight.
It's all about inheritance. It's all about leaving a legacy for your babies. It's all about participating in something that is your own, right? And if it's worth partnering, collaborating with, that's also about what belongs to all of us. That's what the foundation is saying what we have, right? That's just a little introduction into going to what we're about to talk about, right? I'm going to briefly now go to the table of contents, the home page, right? In this home page, this is where you would go to create different an account. I'm not going to read everything. I want you all to go back and at your time, at your leisure, right? Read these different posts. Maybe I'll come back the next time and read these uh these little words of encouragements, right? But right now, I just want to go down to showing where why this homepage, this of table of contents page, is so important. It's important because it's working in tandem with the estate trust, meaning these different. Let me follow the cursor, golden people. These platforms here, right? The PMT is about collaborating with platforms that will help the foundation raise funds, right? Because we do everything ourselves. So, in participating in these platforms on the foundation's homepage, it also helps your free will often donation that comes back from the foundation increase that you it helps it to increase what you are supposed to be getting back from the foundation, right? Because you are participating in another platform that no doubt also gives back, but it's just an added way to helping the foundation raise funds. Okay. So I just want you all to realize that these platforms are in tandem with the foundations as a platform, everything that it has going on, especially the estate trust. Okay. So in participating with the estate trust, that's going to have you receive one way, one stream of currency coming back to your pocket, one stream of currency coming back into your pocket, right? Because it's about multiple ways that's going to create currency coming to your pocket, coming to your home, right? And this platform will also do the same because this is a separate platform outside of the foundation. This is another platform outside of the foundation. This is another platform, right? It's going to make sense once I get to the estate trust on why I'm saying it allows your free will offering donation that you receive from the foundation to increase. Because in participating with these platforms, that no doubt helps you to leverage and position yourself, right, for increasing your currency that's coming back to you, right? It's a way to save payback plan, right? At your time and leisure, you read what this freebie has to offer here, right? At your time and leisure, you read what Silk Connect Saving in Silver offers you here. And no doubt, you at your leisure, you can partner with the GSB as well. Okay. Now, these other services are also going to be working in tandem. This is our transportation side. This is what we offer to the people for those who want to go somewhere, who want to reserve us and need to go somewhere and want to patronize our ecosystem, right? When you're in the B-more area, the Baltimore area, right? That's Baltimore City, B-more. This is where we're starting with this transportation service right now, right? It's going to grow because no doubt we're going to have the app that's going to be launching in June. We are on the move, even though it doesn't look like it. That's what part of the reason on why we are always raising funds is for this app, and also for the funds to be attributed back to all those who want more, for all those that's actively participating in the foundation, in the estate trust. Okay, the discount notes are also accepted here as a way that you can receive discounts, and you can also complete this transaction or complete this service due by way of utilizing, excuse me, the discount notes as your free will offering to complete what the asking free will offering donation amount is. Okay, this is also the PMT-MLO private security arm protection service. This is also another service that the discount note can be used to complete your transaction with, right? We're going to talk more about the discount notes when we go to the state trust, right? The discount notes is very, very important. You all would definitely see that, right? And then you have here, this is another Nubian owned, or as they say, Black organization that is about giving back, right? They have a unique way that they allow you to complete your transactions when you at a store, or you want to floss and let people see that you have a metal card, a steel card, right? Uniquely done, right? That's the Z Black debit payback card. Okay, all right. And then this is another service that will be coming uh, to help us raise funds, right? It's not active yet, but it is coming. Vacationers, travelers, trip planning service. This is the discount notes. At the moment, it's only going to be in virtual digital form that and also to be used. But the physical actual discount note will be coming. But right now we have it's only virtual or electronic form that will be to your device whenever you decide to attain one of these discount notes for the free will offering asking amount that we'll go over when we go there to um, where the tab that you can see um, at the estate trust that you can actually give a free will offering donation and receive these discount notes, attain more discount notes. But all active participants receive discount notes automatically. Okay, this is our gift shop online within the foundation. We're going to go over that tab. We're going to briefly go through that tab as well. Okay, and then the last three, this is also coming, not here yet. The tax lien, tax deed, real land estate service, right? PMT lawn and garden care service, right? Will be coming soon as a service, and these will this lawn and garden care service, right? And the online gift shop, the discount notes are able to be used there, right? The PMTMLO discount notes are able to be used there, accepted there, okay? For face value of what the discount note is worth, all right? And then last but not least, of course, you have the V999 platform where you have the digital gold, right? The 999.9 gold bullion is able to be transferred into digital form, right? On a V99 platform, right? This is another collaborating platform that also will allow your estate trust patronage, the free will offering donation coming back from the foundation will allow your that to increase as well. Um, right? And we'll go over that later. Okay, so but now we're gonna go to the next tab. Okay, this is the events and activities tab. This is the tab where it talks about what we would have had: a wine tasting, a Moroccan style wine tasting, right? Where it's basically a powwow. This is right now canceled until further notice because of the pandemic. However, this will be coming back, and we will still be doing virtual gatherings, right? Where we are able to meet and greet with each other, vibe with each other, and it's going to be actually counted to where every 3 months, quarterly, right? Every 3 months, this is what we would be attending our powwow, our get together, right? And you're at this time, those who would like to redeem their discount notes would have been done here. However, it was, those for those who attend our powwow on the virtual, right, way until we're able to start coming together again for the powwow and have a actual get together, meet and greet, but for now it will be virtual, and you we are still able to have a powwow, and still people can every 3 months redeem their discount notes if they so choose to, right? So that's what that tab uh, is for, would be for, right? That's where you would have gone to reserve, um, well, not to reserve, but to know when our next event would be held, and what all the details about the event would be here. So your leisure, you can read this at your leisure, right? That's the events and activities tab. And of course, we're going to skip over the estate trust for a second. We're just going to briefly go over each tab. All right. The store tab, store one. This is the gift shop. The gift shop tab, the virtual store, right? It's our gift shop. A lot of these gifts will no doubt probably be taken off of here. It's basically going to be as supply and demand, first come first serve until they're all gone. If they're not, you know, um, if they're taken all out of off the market, and we are not able to get them anymore, we'll let you know. But for right now, we already know a lot of these gifts are going to be changing. However, this is our gift shop. The store one tab is the gift shop, right? You have these various gifts and the free will offering. The discount notes are able to be accepted here, right? The store, and this is where you would go, all right, for people, for the virtual, for the RSVP, for Zoom, YouTube attendance, right? Or for the virtual attendance for the Moroccan style wine tasting. This is where you would go for that, right? We'll talk about that another time, but this I'm just a quick virtual tour to all the tabs is what we're doing today before we go into the actual estate trust. All right, this store tab two. This is where you would go for those who uh, we're going to talk a little bit about the estate trust a little bit. All right, this is actually where those who um, who are actively participating in estate trust can participate in a incentivized way to encourage people to participate with helping the foundation raise fund, and at the same time have funds reattributed back to them, right? In order to participate with this, right? And you all can read this. If you see, you can read this as I'm talking about it. If not, come back at your leisure to read about this again. But um, this actually this incentivized way to help the foundation raise funds, and then the foundation turn right back around within the same 25 to 30 days to where it's reattributed back to you with some added perk. You have profits right then and there. However, a graduate position, you would have to be actively participating with the estate trust for 14 months before you can actually do this, right? The postgraduate position, 13 months. The bronze position, 12 months. Silver, 11 months. Gold position, 10 months. And every position after, including the platinum position, is 9 months. All right. So this is what this tab is about. And of course, got a little picture, some more gift giving ideas, right? This is what this store to tab is about, is for. All right. And then this tab here, youth fundraising tab. This is the idea that we have just to incentivize people to help us help out our youth, right? To encourage them to be um, entrepreneurs, and encourage them to to know about saving and budgeting, right? And it's an incentivized way to where with our world's finest candies campaign, right? The more you help us, the more you can save. Um, it's pretty much giving you a better wholesale amount, but of course, it's a minimum amount that you would have to get in order to get these better uh, free will offering asking amounts, right? Minimum cases that you would have to have is 4 cases for free will offering donation of 55 per case, right? A minimum of 6 cases for free will offering donation of 50 per case, right? And 9 cases for free will offering donation of 45 per case, right? So you all can, in order to complete this action, right? To uh, you would go to the uh, gift giving tab to complete, and we'll come to that gift giving tab to complete this transaction. You will go to the gift giving tab, and we'll come to that tab in a little bit. But this next tab we're going to talk about is the private armed security service, right? This is where you would go if you wanted to reserve our service as far as private armed security. If you have some type of event, right? Whether it be a gala or actually like a little small party or wedding or whatever. Here is the free will offering amount for us reserving, and you have to call, right, us in advance to make sure that day and that time is available, right? And also the discount notes are accepted for this service. All right, the discount notes are accepted for the service. And so let us take care of your next event. All right, private armed security service. That's what that tab is for, right? And then we have the wholeness and well-being. The wholeness and well-being, right? Of course, this tab is about those who want to be mindful about in a holistic way cleansing themselves. So each one of these tabs, right, will take you based on what it is that you want to be mindful about as far as supplements, cleanses, or in a rejuvenation in a holistic way, right? And they also have more information, right, there. At your time and leisure, you read this tab, right, and click on these, and it takes you to their site. It's a hyperlink. These are hyperlinks as well, right? And they also have a rewards payback plan, giving back for your patronage, they give back to you. They also have a payback plan. Okay. Um, and then this tab here is our compassionate page, right? Of different mentors, right? That we know that's all about uplifting people's mindset, perspectively speaking, on the way that would help people um, become more mindful of just about just what day and time that we're in, and what's what law is, right? And what people should be mindful about, and wanting to be a lawful order, or just wanting to maybe be more um, mindful about sovereignty, right? This what this page is all about, right? Motivational speakers, known, unknown, right? And you would go here and listen to these perspectives, these speakers, these mentors, their perspective on what they feel people should be more aware and know about. Okay, so this is what this tab is about. Okay, so the next tab is our cryptocurrency gift giving tab. Okay, cryptocurrency gift giving tab for those who would like to give in cryptocurrency, right? You use this tab to do a free will offering donation in Bitcoin. This is the address that you would put in, right? The address that you would want to deposit to, and you could do a free will offering donation in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, and this is USDT free will offering donation. This is the address, right? Ethereum, this is the address, and of course, no doubt, G9999, right? We will offer donation that someone want to give, and this is the address. Okay. More encrypted currencies will be coming, but right now these are the ones that we have on it. All right. So then the next tab we have is the Zoom YouTube 19.1, which right now we are podcasting, right, coming to you live, right, on Zoom YouTube 19.1 right now. However, this is little um, our tab just to talk a little bit about what we feel supreme math etiquette is about, right? And so, and then also, it's also for those who would like to host a PMT forum or a Peacemakers Team Fellowship Opportunity residual meeting, right? You can host one of them, right? And I would be the host or I would be the guest speaker um for your circle of influence and your invitees, and you actually can earn free will offering donation for those people at your leisure. You can come back and read this um, tab, right? All right. So that's that one. The next tab is what's coming for us is the foundation, right? Fam trips, right? This is not up and running yet, but this is something that will be in tandem with the travelers vacationers that was on the homepage that you saw. But this is already here. That's what this tab will be for, where people can post um, their trips that they would like people to take part, and attend. But we'll talk about that more another time. But that's coming. All right. Then the next tab that we have is where people would want to post different activities that they're doing themselves. It's not most people would know about what this is about, but this is dealing with sovereignty. I'm not going to go into that. Okay, um, and that's what that tab is for. And then gift giving. Okay, this is the gift giving tab. This is where you would go if you wanted to complete that action as far as wholesale of the world's famous candies, right? Um, and or if you just wanted to give a free will offering donation in whatever amount, you would use this tab, okay? So that's that gift giving tab, right? And of course, the on-call delivery, right? This is dealing with the transportation tab. This is where you will actually go if you want your food to be brought to you, right? The minimum, right, amount to reserve, right, is a free will offering donation of 6, and that takes care of, right, a certain amount of miles, right, the first 4 miles, um, and then $1.25 free will offering donation goes right to the actual operator that's behind the wheel, all right. Um, and then, like I said, also the discount notes are accepted here for the transportation, but this is where you would go, excuse me, to reserve us, right? You have to call in advance to make sure that time, right, that day is available, and to reserve us to have the food brought to you. Once we get the app, it would be not, it would not be necessary, right? Because then we'll have the app be more of a readily available, just like any other social media app that's dealing with transportation or being of service, bringing people's food or taking people where they need to go to their destinations on the land, right? So that's what this was this tab is for, right? The on-call delivery is for your food reservation, and this is the transport availability. This is the tab that will be used if for to reserve us, right? And of course, you in advance call to make sure that day, that time is that slot is available. You reserve that slot. And it's a free will offer donation minimum of 9. That 9 free will offer donation of 9 takes care of the first 5 miles and just $1.25 per mile. Free will offer donation after, right? Given right to the operator behind the wheel. Okay. Um, and of course, last but not least, the contact us. This is the contact us. If you wanted to leave a message, right? Had a question, had some type of need to connect with us, right? Had a need. This is where you would go to leave a message. Of course, self-explanatory. That's contact us. Okay. So now here's the meat and potatoes. We had the sides, that was the sides. Now you had the meat and potatoes. Now we're going into what the PMT MLO uh, Foundation updates is all about. Now I gotta take a drink. Give me a second. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Thank you for that little wet my whistle break. All right. So this first position, right, is the graduate position. This graduate position, no doubt, is the most economically feasible position for most people who want to be active, right? And really don't know um, whether or not they want to start off at a high position, which is fine because for the first 5 months, it's basically you're not going to break even, right? It's an incentivized way to help the foundation raise funds, right? And in return, you are incentivized, right, by receiving, discount notes. Okay, you actually get a free will offering donation of um, $3 for yourself, right, to start. And like I said, back on the home page, those other platforms, by participating in those other platforms, right, have an account there. For each one, you add $1 to this $3 minimum free will offering donation is coming back to you, right? So if you participating on each platform that is active, that is a if it is a platform that has a rewards payback plan in place, that means this 3, right, changes to 1 for each platform that you're actually participating in, right? So it's just another incentivized way to encourage people to help the foundation raise funds, right? It is actually leveraging yourself and position yourself into a space that will do enduring through 5 months of not breaking even till the 6th month on, you will always be breaking even and actually stacking and receiving more free will offering donation from the foundation, right? So it's about, you know, we're looking for people that want to be participating in a platform that has their best interests in heart and mind, and not just the platform or our own interests. We have the peoples who are participating in what we have going on, right? What our goals are, because our goals are your goals, because you will see the more The longer you stay participating in helping a foundation raise funds, the more rewards and perks um, comes to you, comes back to you, right? As a matter of fact, for those who want to get more discount notes, right? And want to prepare for that third month to where when the third month comes that they have more discount notes to redeem if they so choose to want to redeem them or save them up to get these utility, the G99, right? These digital assets, right? Digital assets are assets that appreciate on the on the global economy, right? Alternative forms of currencies allows your cash to become no longer stagnant, no longer only for the face value of what it says it is, right? It actually creates current, it actually helps your cash to create currency. When you transfer your cash into alternative forms of currency, these alternative forms of currency appreciates over time. Okay, so we'll go into detail and more about uh, on our next podcast, mainly talking about utility assets, right? Alternative forms of currencies and stable tokens and coins, because we have that as added value to what you receive when you offer your free will offering donation to the foundation. We don't ask you to say, okay, yeah, give us a free will offering donation, help us raise funds. No, we don't want you to just give us anything. We want you to realize that we want you also to um, grow financially. We want you also to be leveraged in position, be a pioneer within this space, be a founder and help us pioneer this idea, right? This ecosystem of giving back to the people that are actively participating, right? In this idea of creating a legacy, right? Creating this idea of breaking this generational curse that so many of us have inherited. This this generational curse is what we like to call this poverty mindset, right? This settling for less than what we know we're worth more in value, right? To where we're only giving giving out, excuse me, we're only giving out hard earned wages, our hard-earned cash, our hard-earned currency, two different platforms or two different businesses. That's all about saying yes. Thank you for thank you for coming to be a customer with us. Thank you for coming to spend with us. And here is the product and or the service that you came for, right? And we're happy to let you have it because you're giving us your currency, you're giving us your energy, you're giving us your time. And guess what? This is all we're going to trade with you because you're happy to get this, and that's all you're going to get. And we might give you some points or some like rewards that you can only come back to us with, right? But those days are over. The only way most the companies that care, right, who have your best heart and who have our best heart and interest in mind, they're gonna create a payback rewards plan so that they can be current and relevant for the time because we're no longer going to be accepting and settling for saying, yes, we're going to be debtors. We're going to be consumers. We're going to go to pay your debt. No, we want to receive something back for all the success that we're giving you, for all the goals that we're helping you to make. I mean, helping you to reach, right? That's who we want to help raise funds with our foundation. That's who we want to be actively participating in this foundation's idea, this ecosystem, right? This idea of funds being raised so that we have currency coming back to our pockets so that we don't have to feel like our pockets are being depleted. So we don't have to feel like we don't have any more currency. We don't have the cash at the end of the month to keep paying for or taking care of the bills that we need to pay, right? So this is an idea. This is a reality that we have actually completed. The foundation is done, right? We have a functioning, working ecosystem, right? With transportation being of service to the community. We've been of service with transportation. We've been of service with private armed security. We're being of service in so many ways and giving back, right? And when you're helping us to raise funds by participating in the state trust, guess what? These funds is being raised not just for the foundation to have and keep. No, it's being it's being raised because we treasure your support. We treasure your patronage, right? And so it's an idea letting us allow us to reattribute back to you for your patronage support so that your pockets are not depleted, so that our pockets are not depleted. All right. So this is what this is all about. Uh, um, and however, to get back to the why I kind of went off on that tangent, right? That free will offering donation of 25 for those people who would like to stack up on their discount notes, right? Right. For those people who would like to actually get a little jump start, a head start on the one virtual person that you receive each time that you offer a free will offering donation, right? So when you first start, even though it's in the first month, right, it's not going to count towards saying like you actually went from, say, for example, we're in February, that it went from February to March to April. No, it's just saying that you're doing a free will offering donation. And because you're doing a free will offering donation, each time you do your free will offering donation here with the foundation, right, you're actually going to receive uh, a virtual person, right? Okay, excuse me. Uh, yes, that's right. You receive one virtual person each month. Okay. Now, when you start, you it's like basically giving yourself a head start. You can do a free will offering donation of 3 times of 25. That's 75. That means you get 6 discount notes, right? At the very beginning, you get 6 discount notes automatically. Okay. And that also means that you can get uh, more than just one virtual person. So when you actually start the next month, you already have virtual persons. Okay. Um, it's just an idea that for those who want to still stay in this position, in the first graduate position, but they want to give themselves a jump start, right? You can do that, but you still have to start like technically at month one. It's not like because you did 3 months, oh, now that you are the third month. No, it's that it's your first month, but you're giving yourself extra discount note. You're trying to stack up on your discount notes. You're not trying, but you actually are because you're doing a free will offering a donation of 3 times. So it's three. It's in increments of 3, 5, and 7. Right? You can do a free will offering donation 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times for each one of these positions. Okay, it's not just the graduate position that you can do. You can do each one of these positions, and you can do it 3, 5, or 7 times, right? And when you do that, you'll get the equivalent of those many discount notes for each time that you do a free will offering donation of 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times. All right. So that when you get to your third month of actually the next month doing your free will offering donation, that means that the third month you would actually have more discount notes and you would actually have more virtual persons. All right. So that's just uh, an incentivized way to um, motivate people to helping the foundation raise funds and also incentivize them to want to go to the third month so they can see the way that this redeeming the discount notes work, or go all the way up to the point where they get 15 discount notes and they get a couple alternative forms of currency G99. However, in order to get the G99, you have to have a digital wallet, right? You definitely have to actually be actively participating in the homepage, other platform, the collaborating platform, right? You actually have to be participating here with the GSB, okay? You have to actually have an account partnering with the GSB, the gold standard in blockchain, the gold standard financial institution that's on the blockchain, right? The GSB, okay? And well, we also have a global exchange, but that's not on there. We'll talk about that another time. But it's either for right now, it's definitely you have to have an account, uh, at least have an account with the GSP for now. All right. Um, and so going back to the state trust, so um, that's the same incentive, right? This is the same incentive that you can do for each one of these positions. So we'll do one more, right? We're gonna do one more as an example, right? As an example, we're gonna go to the postgraduate. The postgraduate, right? For those who like to give themselves, right, a little jump start, right, to receive extra discount notes is and as long as it's economically feasible for, right? If it's long as it's not taxing on the individual's pocket, and they wish to do a free will offering donation of 50, right? In increments of 3, 5, or 7, right? Odd numbers, right? Up to the seven times. You could do a free will offering donation of 3 times, or a free will offering donation of 5 times, or a free will offering donation of 7 times, free will offering donation of 50, right? And each time you do that for this postgraduate position, you get 4 discount notes, right? Each time that you do it. It's still in the first month though, right? You still have to go through 2 other months, right? You still have to go through 2 other months before you can redeem these discounts, which is giving yourself a jump start. And if you like to redeem those discount notes, you can, right? Um, and if I have not said, please forgive me for neglecting to say. However, I need to make this clear. Each position, right, for redeeming these discount notes, there is a cap, right, at every 3 months, right, if you decide to want to redeem them. For the first position, right, for the graduate position, you can redeem up to 7 discount notes each, each quarter. When you're able to redeem your discount notes, it's it's 7 is the most for the graduate position, right, at a time. 14 for the postgraduate position, right? 21 for the bronze position, right? And you know, 28 for the silver, right? In increments of 7, you know, on in each position, increments of 7. Okay, so there is a limit, right, that you can redeem at a time. Okay, however, if you want to just keep saving them up, right, as like I said, for this position, a postgraduate, and you get up to having 30 discount notes, then you can exchange these 30 discount notes for 4 G99, or you can exchange those 30 discount notes for 4 V 999s. Okay, right? So that that's the way that works, right? And in each position can, the same incentivized, right, jump start is offered, right? Is what everyone could do. Every active participant that's deciding to help the foundation raise funds to give themselves a jump start, right, can do this, right? Increments of 3, 5, and 7. Okay. Um, the same. incentive goes for each position when any active, any patron, right, any active individual or someone who's starting, right, to be active, right, and into what we call a lifestyles upgrade, right? It's going to be the gold standard lifestyle, right? Because as you see, in order to have, in order to be able to um, have these G99s, you need a wallet. In order to get a wallet, you have to be participating on the GSB platform, right? In order to be able to get this V99, I mean, in order to have a wallet, you have to have a wallet. You have to have a digital wallet to place your assets in, right? We'll go into, I'm going to assume that people know how, for today, for the next podcast, we're going to go more detail about digital assets, about wallets, about the importance of having a wallet, and the necessity of it, and so on. But right now, just wanted to do the updates, right, for this estate trust, right, and really take the virtual tour with each one of these tabs for the PMTMLO Foundation, right. Um, and so, yes, this postgraduate position, this is what we have going on. You can read in at your leisure which each position gives, right? And like I've said, um, each one of these positions you can do a jump start in that way, in increment 3 months, five, 3 times, excuse me, not 3 months, 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times, to give yourself a jump start in attaining, right, and having these discount notes to save, to exchange for the G99 or the B99, excuse me, right, or to redeem them with the foundation quarterly every 3 months, right? And and when you decide to redeem your discount notes, right? Of course, there is a free will offering donation that the foundation asks for this redemption, right? For us redeeming those discount notes for the face value, right? And it's only for for a $2 donation for each one of the discount notes is all we're asking. And you can redeem those discount notes for actual currency, for cash, right? Every 3 months, quarterly. And as I said, the limit for each one of these positions, there's in increments of 7 on up to, you just count up to which position that you're in, and for that this, right? Um, and so that's that's the way that works, golden people, forward thinking people. Um, I like to feel like this is clear. If it's not, rewind this podcast back. I'm not through yet, but I'm just saying, just rewind it back if it's not clear, and listen again, right? And really read every word that's written on these underneath for these positions, right? It's going to make sense to you once you digest, and it becomes clear to you. You have the clarity as to what it is that we have our hands on, as to what it is that the foundation is offering everyone. I want all of us to be excited and exceedingly glad that we are able to share this with others, because it just may change so many lives financially for the better, and not just finances, our health for the better. This is also going to allow us to get our time back, because in having another stream of currency coming back to our pockets, even though we're putting free will offering donations out, or even though we're putting currency out and we're getting back, and it's increasing, and even though we're putting out the same amount every month, but every month it's increasing what we're getting back, this is going to allow us to get our time back. right? And it's not something that's overnight. However, give us 9 months, the same amount of time it takes for a baby to come to be formed in the womb and come out in this beautiful, glorious gift. Give us 9 months, and we will definitely see that everyone will have more, right? Will have received more. Okay. And if at the ninth month that you're really satisfied, well, keep going, because as you as you keep participating with us every year, it gets better, right? Because there is uh, a credit, right, that is put onto your debit card. It's a unique way that we're offering. I'm not going to go too much into it, but after 1 year, for those people who are in this gold position and above, doesn't it's not about your credit score. It's about whether or not you're actively participating, right? It's about you actively participating in gold position and above. That's when it's talking about an actual on your pay card, uh, a certain amount credited to your pay card, right? And the details about that will be given to those that are actively participating after have for at least 1 year, and then they're in the gold position, right? And at that first quarter, right? Once he, 1 year, and at that first quarter, at that that first quarter's powwow, right? No, wine tasting, powwow dinner gathering, right? Virtually, or hopefully we get to the point to where we are actually physically there. That's when we will go over for all those who achieve this. We will talk about um, this credit to your pay card that you will receive at that point on. Okay, right? So and then those who keep going past that second year to the third year, well, because it's every other year that you get the virtual person from the foundation. It's not just the first year. I bet you all thought it was just the first year that you get the virtual person. I mean, no, 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 no. Because we want everyone to win. The first year, the virtual person. The second year, no virtual person. The third year, we back to giving a virtual person. The fourth year, no virtual person. The fifth year, back to giving a virtual person. And it accumulates. We are making sure that everyone wins. The foundation is about generational inheritance, legacy, wealth building, right? This is group economics at its finest, right? I'm really praying that everyone is listening and attentive and getting this message, that's hearing the words that's coming out my mouth, coming through the airways, coming to the Zoomcast. And if this is a recording, I pray that you all get this in hopes that you are looking for us while at the same time, because we are definitely reaching out and looking for you. Okay? This this jump start to where you can accumulate discount notes is for every position up, right? This goes all the way up to the crystal position. At your leisure, you can read what these positions offer. Okay? Here, this is where the discount notes, the face value of 10, this is what these discount notes are worth. However, your free will offering donation for one of these discount notes is only 8, free will offering donation of 8, but you are able to receive the discount, the full face value of 10. Okay? This is our payback rewards card, the black card, that no doubt this is what you would, when you're in at least because you got to be in the gold position. This is the card that you um, should no doubt have to floss and boss toss with, to show people and let people see, let them ask you, what? This is because this is all metal. You'll hear that cling, ling, ling, ling when you drop that boss toss that on the counter to complete that transaction. Hey, what's that? Oh, this is what my payback rewards are on from the foundation that's all about giving back for our patronage, for our support, for us helping the foundation raise funds, right? This is the card that gives back in so many ways and keeps on giving back, right? So we've come to the end to this estate trust update. And trust and know, golden forward thinking people, there is much more to come. There is so much more that I'm looking forward to sharing for all those active participants that begins and 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 decide to become active in uplifting ourselves, right? That becomes active in participating in this idea, this thought of group economics, right? A platform that's all about giving back to the people, back to the community, right? And that's in so many ways, like I say, it's not just about finances, it's about the literacy in finances, right? However, it's about our health, it's about the literacy in health and well being, right? That's what it's all about, golden people, forward thinking people. It's also about the literacy in law, right? And I always like to reiterate and make this clear. Not so much the ordinances, statutes, and codes. That's important. It's important to know for where you are as these ordinances, statutes, and codes may relate to you, right? It's important to know, right? It's important for all the people, whether you are subjects, whether you are citizens or non-citizen nationals, right? And depending on your status, it's important to know what your status is, right? The people that's in your community as they relate to you, status is important. Nationality, because that's diversity that's on the land, right? That's important, right? So my point is, it's literacy, and it's just as equally important to know law, right? The Bill of Rights, the articles, right? It's just as equally important to know that as it is to know the ordinances, statutes, and codes, right? My apologies for going on that tangent. Many people may not know what I'm saying. This is not the time, nor do we have that much time for me to go into that. So I'm going to digress. I'm going to digress and summarizing this and precluding this update, right, for our estate trust. I want to give my heartfelt, humble gratitude and thanks and appreciating for all of you all taking the time and listen, right? For taking the time, for all those that took the time to stay on and gave me this much time to share with you all what I'm feeling coming from my heart that I'm holding as value in hopes that you all may hear some value and decide to implement it in your everyday life, right? And decide to help to participate in helping us uplifting each other, uplifting ourselves, right? Operating on ourselves and bringing that love up and out. And so thus we are all, no doubt, uplifted humanity, forward thinking, golden people. It's about progress, right? Not stagnation, not congress, not being settling for less. It's about, no doubt, not accepting anything less than greatness, right? 2021 is definitely indeed the ongoing venture for sovereignty, right? And that's what it's all about: inheritance, legacy, wealth building, right? Being current and relevant in the global economy, right? Being mindful of decentralized finances, right? Being being active in wealth building. All right. Greatly appreciate you all. So looking forward to the next time that we are vibing and having a good time sharing information, right? If you all felt some value in what was shared, if you all heard some value in what was said, if you all seen some value in what you read, please like, right? Share, and no doubt you all please subscribe, right? So that you all can be notified whenever we share, because we care about uplifting ourselves, so that you all will know when we are sharing what we are holding as value, and also taking you on a journey of what we are logging, our adventure in wealth building, right? So have an amazing, outstanding rest of your night, evening, afternoon, or great day. So looking forward to seeing you all, talking with you all, and vibing with you all again soon. Have an amazing, outstanding night. Until then, peace.